Hey guys, welcome back. This week will be the pre-release for Wilds of Eldraine. So basically, um, if you like the set or something like that, or are new to Magic and never been to a pre-release, this video is pretty much to explain how a pre-release is run. So if you're, I personally think that pre-releases are probably the best sealed format for to try out Magic or to play casually and things like that. Like compared to constructed and stuff, pre-release is often the best. Pre-release will start this Friday, so the 1st of September, and it will go for a week until the full release, which is on the 8th. To let you know, we are actually a local game store, so this wasn't bought from anybody. Normally, how it happens is that you'll head down to a local game store and sign up for pre-release, and they'll give you this box here. And what's actually really cool is that you will only build from this pre-release pack. You don't add any other cards except basic lands. So I would recommend that you bring your own sleeves and probably some basic land. Most of the local game stores will provide their little land station for you. Right. After that, you basically once the event starts, the TO will actually explain a bit about the new mechanics, so like bargaining, adventure, such as things like that. Then you actually open your pre-release pack, and then you will get all the goodies inside. Everything you open can be used, and everything you open is yours. Inside first, we will actually receive 20-sided die, and that's actually quite cool because these die only drop in the pre-release packs, and they often come with a little symbol of what the set expansion is. So there are often a lot of people that will actually collect it. From experience, there should be around 5 different colors. So what they normally do is that they'll do one of each magic colors and stuff like that. Next, we'll get a little card divider. So it's quite good. You can put your sideboard and your deck together because this acts like a little deck box for the day. So that's actually not too bad. Then we will actually get a pre-release foil. So for those that haven't been to a pre-release, what actually happens is that each rare and mythic, there is actually a pre-release foil version. So you can actually see that there's a stamp 2023. So these things only really drop in here and you get to use it. So let's open it because with so it's quite cool. We can actually run that in the deck, so that's actually pretty awesome. And then you get the 2 roll cards. There should be another one. I think it's like a hero and royal or something like that. I can't remember. But this is basically the new token mechanic. When you get a roll, you get a token enchantment. So they often give you 2. And here we go. Young hero, and you have royal. So you get all 3 tokens inside. And this one is for adventure. So each pre-release pack, you will actually get a pre-release foil, and you will get the tokens there. Last but not least, you will actually get 6 draft boosters, and like I mentioned before, you will be using the whole pre-release pack to for your deck. Normally what you'll do is you'll make a 40 card deck, and actually inside there should be a little cool building a pre-release deck. That's actually really helpful. So if you've never played a pre-release, normally what you'll want to do is you want to make a 40 card deck. In the deck, you want to make a 15 to 18 creatures, 5 to 8 spells, and you want around 17 lands. 17 lands there, depending on your curve. How it normally happens is you normally want a whole bunch of 2 and 3 costed, and going down to a few of the 5 to 6. The reason is because if you draw a lot of the 5 and 6 in your opening hand, it's pretty much bad until you can actually cast it. So this is actually super helpful. But most of the time, you can actually ask a lot of the other gamers in the LGS, and pretty sure a lot of people will be happy to help out because the community is actually pretty good. All right, last but not least, we'll actually just open draft packs and just see how it goes because I think we've opened collector boosters and set boosters, but we actually haven't opened draft. Remember, everything you open can be used, so the new enchanting, you can actually use it as well. My recommendation to all new players is that often don't read any of the cards until you first separate them in color, then you actually start reading the cards once all 6 boosters are done, because there is only a 20-minute build, what's that called, deck construction. All right, so normally we'll just like pop them here and there. So our first prayer is actually the land. So sometimes land, well, for Wilds of Eldraine, they are actually mainland, so it's actually not that bad, I guess. And then we have Dawn of Hope. So what one way is really good is you want to look at what color your rares are, because this will actually help you determine which color to go into. But then afterwards, you want to actually go into a lot more removal. So normally, like, we'll sort it out like that, but we'll just ignore that for now, and then have a look what we get. 3 blind mice. So it's a white one. So Virtue of Knowledge foil showcase. So that's actually pretty cool as well. The End. So that's a removal. And then we got Griffin. Seems like to stand for Glass Casket. That's pretty good. It's quite funny because the apparently the lady inside here is actually a 4 cost, so technically Glass Casket couldn't really hurt her because it only takes a 3 cost or less. Oh, Soul Cauldron. So that's a mythic, and we got Bitter Blossom. That's actually going to be really powerful in limited. I think this is actually really good in limited because you always get a consistent 1/1 Black Fairy. So the thing is that in limited you are able to use that, which actually makes this type of, it's quite interesting. It's a bit of a double-edged blade because due to this, your limited environment is not completely Wilds of Eldraine if you think about it. It's like saying when you're in Kaladesh, if anybody opens like a masterpiece sword, you pretty much just win. Oh, cool. So another mythic for doubling season. Wow. So this one probably wouldn't be that good unless we have a lot of +1 counters, but it's pretty cool. So doubling season. Yeah, imagine if you have like Ash Shock or something, and then you pull out doubling season, and yeah, it just gets really crazy. So not a bad pool so far. It's actually very good. And the lucky last, we got Whale. So it seems like our Oppression. Wow. So it seems like our we have quite a nice spread of rares and mythics actually. Well, that's actually pretty crazy. So even with this pool, we have access to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We've got like 12 hits in there. So after that, you want to go through all your other colors. Look at what you want to play. Obviously, I think we'll be playing black, and then we'll go through our black cards and see what good removals they are. You normally want a lot of removals and to push in damage and things like that. And then what's actually really cool is all the cards that you don't use, they go into the box and they become like your sideboard. So if you lose your first game or you want to make some changes, pre-release is often really good because the players will normally help you alter your deck a bit and just have some games. So definitely recommend going to pre-release if you're new to Magic and you're really not too sure about going to an event. Pre-release is often the best, and I personally think Wilds of Eldraine will be quite fun to play. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and for those that are in New Zealand, hopefully see you guys soon this weekend. Take it easy.